Picture a calm ocean, blue skies stretch endlessly. Then clouds gather, winds howl, waves turn into giants. This is a hurricane's power. In this video, we're diving into the eye of the storm. We'll explore some of history's most powerful hurricanes, from winds that toppled cities to survivors who faced the chaos. These storms left lasting marks. Stick around to learn what makes hurricanes so relentless and why their calm centers hide eternal fury. Hurricanes are nature's most powerful storms. They form over warm ocean waters fueled by heat and moisture. Winds spiral inward, creating a low-pressure center called the eye. The eye is calm, almost eerie. Surrounding it is the eye wall, where the fiercest winds and waves rage. Hurricanes, also called typhoons or cyclones depending on the region, can span hundreds of miles. They bring heavy rain, storm surges, and winds exceeding 150 miles per hour. These storms need specific conditions. Warm water, above 80 degrees Fahrenheit, is key. Low wind shear helps them grow. Most form in the Atlantic or Pacific during summer or fall. When they hit land, they unleash flooding, destroy buildings, and disrupt lives. Modern technology, like satellites and radar, tracks them better now, but their unpredictability remains. Today, we'll examine three historic hurricanes: the 1900 Galveston hurricane, Hurricane Katrina in 2005, and Super Typhoon Haiyan in 2013. These storms show the raw force of hurricanes and their lasting impact. Let's start with the 1900 Galveston hurricane. On September 8th, a massive storm hit Galveston, Texas. At the time, weather forecasting was basic. No satellites or radar existed. The storm formed in the Atlantic, gaining strength over warm Gulf waters. Winds reached 140 miles per hour. A 15-foot storm surge swept over the island. Galveston, a bustling port city, was flattened. Wooden homes splintered, businesses were submerged. Estimates say 6,000 to 12,000 people died, making it the deadliest hurricane in U.S. history. Over 30,000 were left homeless. Survivors clung to debris or climbed trees to escape rising waters. The city was rebuilt, but the loss was staggering. This hurricane exposed the need for better forecasting and coastal defenses. Next, Hurricane Katrina in 2005. On August 29th, Katrina struck the U.S. Gulf Coast, hitting Louisiana and Mississippi hardest. It formed in the Atlantic, intensifying into a Category 5 storm before weakening to a Category 3 at landfall. Winds hit 125 miles per hour. New Orleans faced the worst. Levees designed to hold back floodwaters failed. 80% of the city flooded. Neighborhoods were submerged for weeks. Over 1,800 people died. More than 300,000 homes were destroyed. Over 1 million people evacuated, many never returning. Rescue operations were chaotic. Stranded residents waited on rooftops. The Superdome became a crowded shelter. Economic losses topped $125 billion. Katrina revealed flaws in disaster response and infrastructure, especially in vulnerable communities. Finally, Super Typhoon Haiyan in 2013. On November 8th, Haiyan slammed the Philippines. It was one of the strongest storms ever recorded. Winds reached 195 miles per hour. A storm surge up to 20 feet high swept through coastal towns. Tacloban City was devastated. Homes, schools, and hospitals were obliterated. Over 6,300 people died. More than 4 million were displaced. Winds tore roofs of buildings. Debris became deadly projectiles. Aid efforts struggled with destroyed roads and ports. Survivors faced shortages of food, water, and shelter. Haiyan's intensity shocked scientists, showing how warm oceans can fuel monstrous storms. Recovery took years, with some areas still rebuilding. Each hurricane was unique. Galveston's tragedy stemmed from limited technology. Katrina exposed systemic failures in preparation and response. Haiyan showed the terrifying potential of climate-driven storms. all shared one trait: relentless power. Hurricanes don't just bring wind, they bring floods, surges, and chaos that reshape lives. These hurricanes changed how we face storms. The 1900 Galveston hurricane led to major advancements. The U.S. Weather Bureau, now the National Weather Service, improved forecasting. Galveston built a seawall, still standing today. It raised the city's elevation by up to 17 feet. These steps saved lives in later storms, but they also showed that no defense is foolproof. Hurricane Katrina forced a reckoning. It exposed weaknesses in levee systems. Engineers now design stronger, higher barriers. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA, overhauled its response plans. Evacuation protocols improved. Katrina also sparked discussions on social equity. Low-income and minority communities suffered most. Recovery efforts now aim to address these gaps. Better communication and resources help vulnerable populations prepare. Super Typhoon Haiyan raised alarms about climate change. Warmer oceans fuel stronger storms. Scientists now study how rising temperatures increase hurricane intensity. The Philippines improved early warning systems. Evacuation sensors were built in high-risk areas. Globally, Haiyan pushed climate adaptation policies. Nations now invest in resilient infrastructure, but developing countries often lack funds for full protection. These storms teach us about preparation and resilience. Satellites track hurricanes in real time. Models predict paths with better accuracy. Coastal communities build stronger defenses. Yet, hurricanes remain unpredictable. Climate change makes them stronger and more frequent. Growing populations in coastal areas raise the stakes. Understanding these storms helps us build smarter and safer. It reminds us to respect nature's power. Hurricanes are nature's giants, with calm eyes hiding eternal storms. The 1900 Galveston hurricane showed the cost of being unprepared. Katrina revealed human and systemic failures. Haiyan warned us of a warming world's dangers. These events reshaped policies, science, and communities. They urge us to act. If you live in a hurricane-prone area, know your risks. Check evacuation routes. Prepare an emergency kit with food, water, and supplies. Learn warning signs like storm surge alerts or rapid wind shifts. Share this knowledge, it could save lives. Want to learn more? Check our videos on tsunamis, earthquakes, and other natural forces. Hit subscribe and tap the bell for more stories of nature's power. Thanks for watching and stay ready.